everyone. Welcome. We're Dog Money World. I'm Anna Bay, Claire Evans and James Boyce. And together, we make up Dog Money World. The three of us met at Metro Screen last year at the start of 2010 to undertake the year-long multi-platform producer scholarship. So the three of us met, we had a big idea, and we got on a plane. Not knowing at the beginning of the year what 2011 would hold for us, we would never have known that we would have pitched our first project at MIPCOM Content Market in Cannes. We'd be in regular contact with reps from the significant international studios. We'd have partnered with the Encore multi-platform agency of the year, the Project Factory, and become co-directors in our very own transmedia company. So, WTF Transmedia. It's been defined, but there's no rule book. People ask us what transmedia is all the time. So as you can imagine, we've had to get very good at defining what we do. Everyone who has something to do with this space has a really different take on it, but I'm just going to tell you ours. First of all, we feel that transmedia is quintessentially telling a story across multiple platforms. It takes advantage of an explosion of new media and in emerging engaging portals that are available, as well as the traditional media forms. So it innovates new ways of storytelling, and it's an attempt to connect with a fractured audience in a rich and fulfilling way. We believe that media and technology adopted should be led by the demands of the story and to achieve a genuine connection, not just by what channels at your disposal. So, in other words, not using technology for technology's sake. We believe transmedia should also offer a shallow or as deep an experience as the audience desires. Transmedia should be readily consumable or in parts or as a whole. So just as you expect to be able to watch a television episode in isolation from the rest of the series, you should be able to log onto a website and grab a bit of a transmedia story or watch a bit of a webisode. You don't have to have the whole thing to get the picture. But transmedia, of course, is a bit of a buzzword, and some people are a bit resistant to it. Many may feel that transmedia heralds the end of traditional media. But it's not just digital, it's changing the entertainment industry and bringing together previously independent channels, innovating new methods of a richer, different modes of storytelling. It's not about old versus new. In fact, transmedia by its very nature is collaborative and utilises the expertise and creativity of people from a range of backgrounds. From the traditional mediums to new media, transmedia doesn't discriminate. It doesn't require expertise in every area at all, but awareness and curiosity into all of them. And as I said, it's above all about collaboration. In our conversations with studios, both here and abroad, we're finding a real hunger for unique story ideas that converge with larger existing properties. Studios are looking for new ways to engage their brands and their audiences, and new ways to capture revenue and expand their brands beyond the silver screen.
Thank you. Okay. So now I'd like to introduce you to one of the transmedia concepts that we have in production at the moment. As Anna mentioned, we met at Metro Screen last year, and so it's something we developed through their multi-platform producer scholarship, then took overseas, and now we're in production for. And it's called Crime Plays. And here's a little taste. So every society has an underbelly, just festering beneath the surface. Behind closed doors, criminals run rife like vermin, clambering over each other for fame and fortune. Welcome to the world of crime plays, a virtual layer upon the real world that lets good people do bad, bad things. Imagine you're walking through the city, you're on your way to work, and you feel your phone vibrate in your pocket. Could be a mum who's just discovered text messaging. Could be a friend who you're going to meet up with for a drink later. Or there could be a target in your vicinity. You whip out your phone, and sure enough, there's somebody nearby. Would you like to engage? Your heart starts pumping. That familiar feeling of adrenaline is pulsing through your veins. You click yes. You switch to map view, and you see that sure enough, there's a target about 100 metres away, and they're getting closer. You watch the dot, 50 metres, 30 metres. Do you make a hit now? Or do you wait till they're even closer and you've got a better chance? But what if they get you first? Now they're only 10 metres away. You've got a 1 in 2 chance of getting them. Bang. You've just taken out mob boss Marty. Would you like to brag to your social networks? Crime Plays takes crime fiction to a new level and lets you play out those criminal fantasies in a narrative-driven environment. You can assume your alter ego, you can participate in the story, and you can compete to become top dog of the virtual underworld. All you need is an imagination and a natural dose of voyeurism. Thank you.
So, primarily, Crime Plays is a social game, and it's played out on mobile phones. Audience members can become part of the narrative, and they can play it out using proximity technology that Claire's already mentioned, and also using geolocative technology. Players will undertake virtual missions throughout their city with their friends and have the opportunity to make hits, pick up packages, pick up and drop off drugs, rob banks, pretty much anything criminal within reason. So this is all rewarded on a sliding points system. A mission could be perhaps to go to town hall, pick up a package, a suspicious package, through an app's AR browser. Doing this, we capture audience attention and allow them to fully get immersed in a story world. It's all the thrills with none of the spills. At the heart of this experience is obviously a mobile application, and you can see some of our designs up here. But on top of this, users also have the opportunity to participate in a range of levels. They have the opportunity to access it through social media integration and obviously through TV, which is something that we're obviously talking to the studios about. The great thing about Crime Plays, though, is that it's a narrative that can be designed around any story. So any story that exists currently in big media, we can actually, and it's crime-related, we can actually make this work for. So we take this story world off the screens and pull it into real life. To further blur the lines between fantasy and reality, we actually also are creating live experiential sites up in real locations. This can be as shallow as a chalk outline in the street, which acts as a call to action for people to get into the game, but we're also looking to create deeply engaging fake crime scenes to really get people to engage with the media that we're creating. Crime Plays is a fun and social way to engage with the world. It's taking you off the couch and putting you into the real world. This brings me to my next point. There is a little bit of criminal in all of us. What if there was nothing stopping you? What if there was no responsibility, no accountability? What would you do? Would you rob a bank? Would you have an art heist? Would you take out Scarface? Or would you just settle for eliminating your competition? Well, when crime plays, the choice is completely in your hands, literally. Thank you.